And we are back with another episode of Crease Crankers. Liam Brennan is missing once more.
Crazy.
Might get fired from the company. We might fire the first
He went
Brennan.
on the DL last week. We sent him down to Florida, spring training, rehab it up.
We might have to fire the first Brennan from Clayton.
Wow. You ready to clip him?
No.
This is from the Wire show now.
I think they'll probably get
I'm the
disapproved.
captain now.
Yeah, right. But yeah, another great weekend of college lacrosse. We had a whole bunch of tight games. Some conferences got kicked off. Delaware got smoked, which was great for the pod.
Why is it great for the pod?
We were all over that
last week, yeah. And we were just like, why is Delaware still getting ranked? And why did they still receive votes after their shellacking? They got votes again this week. What's going on?
You lose by 8, you still get votes.
What do people see in Delaware?
It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing to get.
Yeah, wind me up. I don't know. But yeah, so let's touch on first game of the weekend, Friday night.
Love these Friday night games.
Heater to start the weekend.
Navy versus Johns Hopkins.
It was sick.
And then did you guys hear about the whole
bus thing?
Yeah. I mean, the dramatic, entrance. It kind of made sense because Navy did get off to a slow start.
Yeah.
So it kind of did make a little bit of sense.
Matty Mids, a.k.a. Matty Media, was telling us about it in the facility yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't even know how do you bounce? Like, how do you?
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to think. There was one time we had a bus debacle, and it was actually at Navy. Or no, it was at Army. We went to practiced, and then we got stranded there because our bus broke down. Oh. And we were like, yeah. And then in the back of the bus, we were like playing shooting dice, like all that stuff. But so it was kind of cool, made the most of it. But before a game, I mean, I'd be going nuts.
To go through 2 buses.
I'm also I bet you Coach Amplo and the staff of Navy was probably like, oh my God, this is just
exactly what we didn't need.
They could have actually ran to Hopkins faster than what those buses took.
See, I thought about that.
Swim, but SEALs.
Swim was probably the smarter
just
move.
Take a battleship
you had to go
over.
through those tunnels. You know what I'm saying? To get into Baltimore.
We know the tunnels. We well aware of the traveling.
Should have just taken a battleship over.
Can you imagine pulling up
an
aircraft carrier and filing them off? I'd be Hopkins like, oh, we're fucked.
Yeah, imagine they played a game like, the NCAA basketball. They do the games on the battleships. That would be sick.
That is a cool event. That would be pretty sweet.
I don't know if they turf on an aircraft carrier.
Well, for basketball, they laid down hardwood floor. That was. Do you throw up some nets?
I don't have the specs on the aircraft carrier, but we have enough yardage there wide.
I think so. Those things, planes land on them. They are huge.
I haven't spent much time on an aircraft carrier. Have you?
No, but if a plane can land, do you think a plane could land at Smithtown West on the turf?
A plane?
Well,
the answer is no. So yeah, there's plenty of yardage on the boat, dude.
Absolutely. I asked my assistant coach, Coach Kevin Eli, got his wings. We were driving the bus yesterday to the scrimmage, and I said, Kev, if you were in an oh shit situation, could you put the bird down on this road? Without hesitation, looked at me and said, absolutely.
Yeah, liar.
Well, okay.
Or he would look for a soft field landing.
Dead.
That is not the Smithtown West High School turf.
Soft field. That turf is luscious.
It's 100 yards.
You better pull them brakes, boy.
I think every year.
I didn't say he wasn't going to clip the goalpost, but he could put the bird down.
When Army-Navy play, when Army's home, they should go play in the woods. Just find a random fucking spot.
Field.
Yep, play in the woods.
Here's our foxhole.
And then when Navy's home, they go play on, I don't know, an aircraft carrier, a battleship, maybe on some sand, storming the beach.
Send them to the Sierra Desert.
Little speed lax on sand.
Yeah, something like that.
I like that.
Yeah, Blayton can host.
Navy, Army hit us up.
No, but all right, so touching on that, I mean, Hopkins... Yikes, this is bad. I mean, they were up 6-2 at the start of the second quarter, and then to only score
they sold
3 more goals to the rest of the 3 more quarters after that.
I think that was the exact text that I got.
Not great.
From one of our Hopkins commits.
Was what?
They sold it.
They sold it. Oh, they sold it. Yeah, I mean, and then the Big Ten gets going this weekend. Hopkins has Rutgers. Okay, so Hopkins is going to Rutgers.
I think that's their get-right game right there.
Yeah, I mean, Rutgers
Holmeyer hates Rutgers.
Out. Yeah, well, I don't know. I just don't think Rutgers is going to bring it in the
Holmeyer doesn't really like anybody but BU.
Not true. Not true. Not true. Not
Who
Yeah.
do you like?
I like UNC.
I was about to jump them and say it.
LAU, big fan. NJIT, big fan.
That was a heartbreaker. NJIT.
Yeah, we'll touch on them. I think they needed that though. They needed a little
Humbling.
wake up. Okay.
We did say, I think, early in the pod that was earlier
I had a
episode.
feeling Vermont was going to get the
That was
Vermont
gonna
was
be their
kinda
test.
hot too. Vermont kind of came off of. I guess we can just jump right into
Yeah.
that one. So Vermont 12, NJIT 9. Started of conference play for NJIT again. I think it's just a case of ran into a hot team in Vermont who just had a huge win against UMass last week. And Vermont is kind of desperate, right? They started out really real tough, right? I think there was like
Started out 1-4.
1-4, right? Yeah. So obviously they've been playing desperate, and Vermont kind of had they even did this a little bit last year too, right? They kind of started out a little slow, and then once they get into conference play, they start to pick it up. They're a well coached team,
For sure.
But if you're NJIT, I think it's just okay. Just
Yeah,
like,
I think
Wolf talked about, right? Like trying not to make it a big deal. Let's watch some film, and
But to say, I think Wolf and Company will get them
that's
rocking for next week.
that's
I don't
it.
even know who they're playing next week, but I think they'll be well prepared.
Oh, and hold on, wait, did Lean Brown?
They got
okay, Lean
Binghamton
Brown
next
next
week.
week. I thought Lean Brown didn't play.
Oh, I think they could get right on Binghamton.
That's what they
They're
have,
in-
right? Binghamton.
Yeah, they're in shambles. Sorry.
Binghamton's in shambles. Heard it here first from
The Pizz.
Tyler Pizzamenti, yeah. But I mean, the American East is kind of crazy. I mean, Bryant, who we all thought was the favorite to win it,
Dude,
Yeah.
loses to UMBC. So again, the message across the board in college lacrosse this year is
The gap has been narrowed.
yeah. I mean, I think again,
any given Saturday.
any given Saturday or
Friday
Sunday.
night or Sunday.
Yeah.
Maybe
Now they're
a
sneaking
Tuesday
a couple
afternoon.
Tuesdays and Thursdays in here
Yeah.
for us.
Any given
But,
day.
Yeah, no, I mean Vermont, great win. Charlie Pope, a nice day for them. 5 goals on 8 shots.
Charlie,
And then
63%.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
Shooter shoot.
On the face-off battle here, yeah, face-off battle is split even. So again, that's probably probably 2 teams that maybe will play again later on in the year in the conference. In the conference tournament, we'll see. But
Then we had that UVA Maryland game. Was it 14-10?
I
Yeah.
thought Maryland was going to win this one. I don't know
I
why.
picked UVA as my
Yeah, me too.
3-pointer in the
Yeah.
office pool.
Yeah, Virginia's owned this rivalry past couple of years. I mean,
I just think Virginia is a straight cheat code.
I think the national championship is coming out of the ACC this year. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
they've just those teams have just been that impressive. Notre Dame,
Yeah.
Duke.
It's not
Virginia.
coming out in basketball.
Oh no.
Nah, I don't think so,
Yeah, the
brother.
ACC in basketball is brutal this year. Again, Virginia just taking care of business, right? I mean, there it is, a real statement win. Virginia's 3 games. Yeah, so it's who had a big day here? Connor Schellenberger,
Millen with the
typical.
3-piece,
Yeah,
75% shooting. So that's a nice day.
yeah. I think it's again now with Big Ten's kicking off too. Maryland, all right, here we go. Back in
What-
conference play.
What the big man from talks to Jack?
I think he had
101.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bowden. Yeah. That's kind of like been his style line all year. He'll get his 1 or 2 goals and
He's doing his job.
yeah,
Just
I mean,
There's
playing,
so
in-
many-
playing in a
Virginia.
crazy system.
There's so many guys on that team. You just
That's what I'm
not
saying. Like,
everyone
yeah,
can be
yeah,
putting
yeah,
up
yeah. No
3
way.
or 4 goals a game. The guys
No.
who will.
That's why I just think it's funny when Zawada and O'Neal just like trade for assists and goals. Like, who wants to score today, dude?
Yep. So Virginia had their first win in College Park since 2014, but Virginia had the biggest wins, Final Four weekend against them
For sure.
in years
Keeping them at
past. Even
College
in
Park,
that
though,
national
helped them
title
out.
game, yeah. Colgate beat the brakes off of Bucknell,
Yeah, that
17-4. Again, we've been touching on
Yo,
Colgate every week. Colgate's extremely impressive.
I like Colgate, man.
Yeah,
Don't
I could see
sleep
them.
on 'em.
I could see them making a run. It could be Army Colgate in the Patriot League final, easily.
Wow.
So
You know who wasn't in that Patriot League final?
Well,
BU.
yeah, we'll see what BU hosts Army
Well,
this weekend.
understandably, with a deep Patriot League,
You never know.
you never know.
I mean, Colgate's defense, I think, has been the most impressive part of their entire run here this season. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
11, 10, 4 in the last 3, 9, 15.
probably averaging like 10 goals allowed, maybe.
But Colgate's kind of been, like we've talked about them, right? They've kind of been on the down the
Except for
last
the
couple of
21.
years. A program that has, definitely some history. But yeah, looking to kind of get back on track in the Patriot League. They've been extremely impressive all year. and I think now they should feel as confident as ever going into the Patriot League. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
absolutely, after a trucking of
Bucknell. Yeah.
Penn got Penn took care of business against Brown, 11-6 win there.
Brown's struggling.
Brown's just hunting for a win for something.
I just don't know. Brown just doesn't have it. I don't think this year they have like some good top end talent, but I think they're just have some gaps, in between.
We discussed it last week though. Like you play a 14-13 game with Maryland.
Yeah,
and then
this is
all right.
Inconsistencies.
Yeah,
that's it. I mean, and again, teams just match up well against others. It's just like a case in point where sometimes you just have a kid who or a team, a couple players who just match up really great against a certain group. So
there's a pattern here of playing a tight game and then getting blown out. You have
with Brown,
Providence 12-11, Georgetown 11-5.
I mean, the kid
Maryland 14-13, UPenn 11-6.
The kid Aiden McLean on Brown is as good as probably he's a freaking stud. That kid can bring it too. It's just kind of it's really him and that's kind of about it. So.
Let my man Forrest Dimitri, let my man spin.
Yeah, he got going a little bit.
Get him back out there.
Yeah. All right, so we touched on Vermont, NJIT.
ND.
Yeah, so Notre Dame doubling up Michigan. Michigan is they're just, again, I don't want to write them off because of what they kind of did last year, right?
Yeah.
But the last few weeks has not been impressive.
It's you beat the teams you should beat, but then again,
right.
Virginia 19-11. Harvard was a close one, 13-11, but then Notre Dame 19-9. So, I mean.
Yeah, it's just, again, do they have that top-end talent to compete? And it's just, unfortunately, that head coach's statement just keeps coming to bite them right back in the ass.
That double up.
Those ACC gorillas or the Big Ten gorillas are not doing much against the ACC athletes. So,
no.
I don't know. That's tough. That really just came back to bite him in every which way possible.
And those next two games, was it Maryland and Hop?
Yeah.
I think they're in that order. Yeah. That's
Ten.
Not fun.
No. So it's we'll see if they can kind of make a statement here. But
looking at the rest of their schedule, that's not fun.
No.
Rutgers might be their only game that that I feel like if I was going to wager right now, that maybe they could snag a win there. But I like the rest of them going the other way.
Yeah. I could see them competing with Ohio State, but they are at Ohio State. We know how that goes typically.
Yeah. But, I think the Big Ten, it's going to be between I don't know. Penn State's surprised the crap out of me too. I mean,
I've been a big fan of the way Hop's been playing.
Well, after the debacle against Navy, I don't know.
Here you go. The debacle.
Bro, how do you?
I was about to dump on BU, and you just scrolled
You're
past
it. They were up 6-2, and then
it definitely was a debacle.
I think the Big Ten's going to come down to three teams. I think it'll be
Maryland,
Penn State, Hopkins. Yep.
Sure.
Those are the three I see.
Yeah, thanks for that one, Sherlock.
Penn State making the top 5 this week. Love it. Love it.
They had a great win over Marquette.
Penn State.
We are. Great win over Marquette, 13-7 dub for Penn State there. I had my boy TJ Malone do. What do we got? Another 4 apples on the day.
Apples day keeps the doc away.
It's just an assist, man, dude. I could watch him play all day long. I got Grant Haas. There's another Haas playing. Wow.
I feel like you said that last time. You saw that last time.
No, I think that was Dearth.
Gotcha.
Dearth from Harvard. My dad played with John Haas down at UNC.
That's why you like UNC.
Yeah, my dad went there.
Shit.
But and then we've touched on Marquette. Marquette.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
It's tough. Dude, what's the recruit? What's the point? It's cold as hell.
Yeah.
Playing that bubble most of your time.
I know. It's just again, I sound like a broken record, but they've been there a couple of years where it's they're going to make their breakthrough. It just hasn't.
Dude, every year, their first 3 games, they start hot, and then pop. Hey, let's give them a test.
They got to pop off.
We got to go. Coaching change?
They
didn't. Well, who was?
Ampla was there.
Was there, and then he left. Right now, who's the head coach there now? I don't even know.
Couldn't.
Hit the old click up there,
Andrew Stimmel.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you anything about Andrew.
No, that makes 2 of them. They've dropped their last 5, so something's got to change.
Yeah, we'll see.
But let's get to this next one.
Yeah,
the Shark Boys.
The Sharks.
13. Mount St. Mary's 6. Watched a good amount of this game. LAU, I
I
thought.
said it last week.
Well, what I was real quick.
Please.
What I was most
I'm not
impressed.
speaking.
What I was most impressed with was the fact that LAU's guy for the last couple of weeks has been Aiden Zuhowski, right? Put up, I think, 7-2 the game before. Has been like kind of like one of their main dudes. This game doesn't score a point, doesn't have a goal or an assist. Played fine, played great, had some good takes, but they still win 13-6. That's impressive, right? That's LAU finding different ways to win, not having to rely on because again, like freshmen, like they're gonna go through that.
Yeah, for sure.
They're gonna hit that freshman wall. Where like even the great like Joey Spallina did it last year, right? Where maybe his freshman wall was at the start, but everybody kind of hits that freshman wall. It's where it's like, okay, you go a couple games where it's just kind of turns into a grind, where you're like,
for sure.
oh crap, this isn't high school ball anymore. I'm
But
going
those
against top kids every single week.
That run right there are the guys that should be getting it done for these dudes.
Right,
I mean,
Sean Ball,
Ben McIsaac's another freshman, so he's
Killer Cam's a
I
beast.
love Von Bargen's game. I said last year that kid was like their biggest threat.
Biggest dog on that right there. Fours, man. Tommy Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute animal.
He ran some kid over by the box.
Doesn't shock me.
Oh my, like threw him.
But what I was saying before Homeyer jumped in.
I mean, this is pretty impressive. They only faced 12 shots.
Yeah.
Dude, and it's not like
that's what I'm trying to get to. Shouts to Troy Ray.
Yeah, we've been
absolutely locking teams down with his defense.
I said when I came in yesterday, it's not like they didn't have the ball either. Like Mount St. Mary's had the ball, they just couldn't get shots off. The turnovers were like crazy.
One of the funniest clips at the end of the game was there was like a little bit of a scrap. Like LAU was, I think, just like running out the clock, and Mount St. Mary's guys were like hacking, just being a dick, like just trying to hurt him at the end of the game. And then the whistle blew, and I just saw Jordan like beeline out there and just be like, okay, like nobody's getting into fights.
Where it's like one of their starting attackmen, Mark Reed, he
starts
running out.
Absolutely, Jordan.
And Jordan grabs him. He's like, no.
I love watching that. I was like, oh, there's Jordan. And I mean, makes sense too. Like, don't get suspended. Don't do anything dumb.
Yeah, but a testament to their defense. I mean,
they've been playing great. I think their defense is kind of the backbone of that team.
Big boys down there too.
Yeah. I mean,
what are they? They're two brothers, right?
Yeah, the DeVitis. 88 and 8. They're from Sachem North.
And well,
I remember just talking.
Carl. Why did I just blanked
Carl,
on his name?
Kasika, they're all
animals.
I mean, dogs. Like we've had conversations with LAU, Jordan, and even like the NJIT guys. Like like the defensemen they're looking for are like those. Just like you got to be mean.
That boy Gilbert got to play this week.
Really nice.
Yeah,
nice.
One of their D mids was out for some reason. So and he played well too.
Bro,
Jordan's already said like I want to get him in the lineup, but our short sticks are through the roof right now.
Yeah, and Gilbert Gilbert just needs like mental reps, but that kid athletically, is.
Yeah, he played lights out here.
When I pulled up
one-on-one defense, like dude, last year he would be like D'ing up, Ponzio, like all of our top guys. It's like in practice he'd be D'ing them up. It was just kind of like the mental reps side of things.
Yeah, when I pulled up to one of their practices, I mean, I walked up to these dudes because they were filming, and I was like, "Yo, they are flying around out here.
Yeah,
they're mean, they're physical. They just got a real. I personally think they got a real good thing going over there.
Yeah, I love it. Love to see it. Big fans of.
It has nothing to do with us being a Long Island guy. These guys could be in Kalamazoo for all I care.
Yeah, no, like
they're just doing the right thing.
Yeah, no, and I think you talk to anyone who like has played for Jordan, and I mean, I had a buddy of mine who played for Jordan at Mercy, and I mean, he still like texts Jordan, like talks to him all the time. Anytime I'm with Matt DeFeo, I send a selfie of us to Jordan, and he's like, "Oh, it's my dude."
Yeah, I love that.
So like that, like and it's little things like that that I think you get to see, and I mean, I know like players like having a player's coach.
Yeah, well, that's why I said like they're more than coaches. Like they're actually like good people.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like, and like you feel like as a player, like okay, my coach has my back no matter what. Even if I screw up off the field, I know my coach.
I could be wrong. Is Hayes on 3 straight weeks of doubling up? Coach Kyle Hayes.
He might be. Let's see.
I think it's his 3rd straight week on hanging a double up on somebody.
There you go.
Yeah.
So shouts to the O too.
That is true.
Yeah, just keep plugging away, LAU. Keep plugging away.
They got good test this weekend. They play Siena.
Yeah,
I don't know,
exactly.
Man. I think
that's and Siena's that kind of team that's like I feel like Siena has,
I mean, this game could literally go either way.
Right, and again, like Siena has kind of owned the MAC a little bit. I feel, or not owned, but like they've been the one that's the team that you try to look at and like it's them, Quinnipiac, Marist. Like if LAU wants to
I think this weekend, just since you said Quinnipiac and Marist, I believe they play each other this weekend. And I think that's where we see
who separates.
QU
take their first loss.
Takes their first L.
Really?
Okay. Prediction from T. All right, moving on. Great win, LAU, well done. Jacksonville taking care of business against Robert Morris. Jacksonville 13, Robert Morris 9. Jacksonville, now they look to be kind of like the favorites here in that.
Yeah, they're going to get going.
Yeah. I mean, the big win against, High Point last week certainly kind of helped them. And then they'll run it in. What are you laughing at?
Are you okay?
Yeah, just coughed. Sorry.
I don't know if I had to use my first aid CPR
no, just
certification.
coughed. So, yeah, Jacksonville, we'll see if they can kind of take it here with the Atlantic Sun.
All right, get into this game. You want to shred them real quick?
Which game?
Cuse Delaware.
Yeah, I mean,
pumped. Just say it. Just let yourself go.
Delaware got pumped. And
Why are they getting points?
I think Delaware is the most overrated.
Well, they got bounced out this week.
Yeah, but they still got votes.
But they got votes.
Who's voting for these guys?
I don't know.
That's what Brendan Homeyer wants to know.
Why Delaware got votes?
Can you pop the box on this one? Hey, yo.
I mean, again, yeah, like they dominated. Hiltz had a day for them, though. I think he was 6-1.
Wow, Will Mark was on fire. You see that? 74%.
Yeah.
Look at that box. Again, like the box.
It's insane.
All right, so like, look at Delaware.
Everybody touches the rock.
Delaware is 3-5. They have wins over Lafayette, St. John's, and Monmouth.
Sick.
Like, what are we talking about? So
why is this going on?
Yeah, that's all we're gonna give Delaware.
Whoever's voting for Delaware, send us a message.
We just want to have a phone call.
Yeah. Great job, Hughes.
Come in for an interview.
Way to go. Well done.
Lindenwood still hunting.
Dude, yeah. I'm getting to the point where like
they're competing though. I feel
bad for them.
Yeah. I think they're gonna get a win this weekend.
Who are they playing?
Queens. I think they get one.
Cleveland State 10, Lindenwood 7. Again,
you want to say yes?
Competed.
You want to put a breakfast on it?
Yeah, that's cool.
I like Queens there.
Okay. We love just betting on the 65th and 66th team games.
It's a nail biter, one that's not going to be televised, and I got to watch on my phone the whole time.
And StatCast all the time. Ground ball.
What's the wager the Crease Crankers got? Oh, the Queens Lindenwood game. That's what we got. Not the Big Ten opening up this weekend. No.
Dude, if any other lacrosse
I like
network,
the DGen action on Lindenwood Queens, man.
No, it's a gritty game.
Well, these other
grit's going to be the only thing that's going to
win
got.
That. Yeah, that's going to win that.
I think Queens hangs around. They put up a nice little fight against Air Force.
Yeah, they did. That was the next game. Air Force 14.
Look at that segue there.
Yeah, that was good. Well done,
it's like
T.
Stockton and Malone, baby.
Air Force 14, Queens 10. Queens Lindenwood.
There's the nail biter of the week.
Who's home?
Queens is.
Yeah, love Queens.
I'm going Queens then.
Hell yeah. Queens train. Love that. Good knuckle crack, dude.
Jokes.
But Air Force, well done. Just that was definitely like a bit of a scare for them for sure at some point.
Fill it up there, fellas.
He kept scrolling.
Smokes.
Yeah. A lot of guys got on the stat sheet.
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I like to see that. You know what I mean? Sharing the rock. That one more.
Yeah. So Air Force is at Utah. They're kicking off conference play for the Atlantic Sun, the game week 2 of the Atlantic Sun. All right.
Another Maction game going on.
Love the Maction.
A lot of action.
Who?
I guess I'm a sucker for like the MAC and like
we love
the American East.
We relate to those guys.
Yeah, we do. Siena 11, VMI 8. T, your cadets took an L.
Dude, I was very disappointed there. I thought the cadets gonna get that get right game and really Siena. Maybe I'm underestimating.
I think
it has to get on the score sheet.
That's what I was just gonna check.
I think it's just the MAC is just kind of like a freaking
acid not on there yet.
Or excuse me, not the MAC. Oh my god. All right, moving on.
We're moving on.
Moving on. Rutgers 10, UMass 9. This is a game on Long Island. I didn't know that. It's at Farmingdale High School. Do you guys know that?
Really?
Yeah. It's at Farmingdale High School. Yeah. Yeah. Because I was talking to Q, and then Q's like, "Yeah, I'm going to Tanner's game." I was like, "You're going to UMass?" Like what? He's like, "No, it's at Farmingdale."
And you didn't go.
No, I had my own game.
What you put on Sunday?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, this is on
So
Saturday.
you didn't have your
So
own.
you had no
Selfish.
excuse.
So no, I had practice. I don't know, living life.
Tanner get on the sheets there.
He played a little bit. Love
that.
But yeah, this game was tight. UMass was up the whole way, and then Rutgers made a climb there in the fourth quarter. But again, Rutgers. I don't know. Rutgers, I can't get a read on. I really can't. I have no idea.
I'm not buying what they're selling this year.
Yeah, I can't get a read on them.
You're struggling right now, yeah.
All right, next game, Patriot League. Lafayette, 17. Holy Cross.
Got a lot of interesting noises coming out of that corner of the room.
Holy Cross, 8.
I forgot which way. Another team just sharing the rock. I forgot which way I went in the office pool. I think I went Lafayette.
This is a pick'em game for the office pool?
I thought it was.
I didn't even know that.
Couldn't tell you. My picks have been so
wrong.
bad. God, my picks have been so bad.
I'm sitting in the middle of the pack right now. I think I'm
oh.
chasing like 4 games back, 5 games back. Liam would be like, "No, you're not. You're exactly 6.78 games back."
Yeah, but Lafayette a good win, doubling up on Holy Cross. Lafayette's another program.
Bo Webster, throw him on my All-American name team.
Bo Webster, yeah, that's pretty good one.
Callan McPherson, your direct possibly could be Captain Callan. All-American name team.
Okay.
This next game was for sure on our picks. Yale versus Harvard.
Yep.
I picked
Harvard takes their first.
I also picked wrong.
L.
I think I put a 3-pointer on this one too. Harvard.
I was right on the Harvard train.
Harvard with their first loss on the season. Yale with nice, Yale with 2 straight weeks of impressive wins.
Good dubs. Heavy dubs.
After a real tough loss against Penn State.
That's a good game this weekend. Cornell,
yep.
Cornell, Yale. I like that a lot.
That was a sick game too. We'll touch on that here in a second.
Wait, was that Lemoyne?
Where?
On the Yale schedule?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Who got coaxed into that one?
BU plays them too.
BU's not Yale.
Wow.
I'm saying BU plays Yale, schmuck.
Oh, I thought you meant Lemoyne. Now I'm a schmuck,
pal.
Duke handled Richmond 12-3. That was a little surprising. I thought Richmond was going to put up a little bit more of a fight there.
Yeah, but
their schedule's pretty brutal.
But also Duke scoring 12. Thought they might have put in a little bit more as well.
Brendan O'Neill had 14 shots. Wow.
Shooter shoot. Shooter shoot.
Dude's light is always green. Doesn't matter.
Oh my God. You think Big John's telling him don't pull the rock at 105 miles an hour?
Yeah, no, definitely
That's
not.
fine. I'm just going to go to Virginia with those guys if you give them the red light.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. And then moving on, Marist putting up the most points on the week, beating Canisius 20-16.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think Marist, I believe they're playing Quinnipiac, and I kind of think they're going to keep on rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do play QU.
They had 2 tough ones against Bellarmine and Wagner, so that was a good bounce back for them. I mean, again, we've been saying it. I think it's Marist and Quinnipiac, and then we'll see if
You sleeping on the Sharks?
LIU's
Keep
let's
sleeping
see
on the Sharks and get
let's
bit,
see if
bro. Watch
LIU and
happen.
Siena can make
Keep
a
sleeping on the
run.
Sharks, bro. Okay.
I'm not sleeping on them. I'm not sleeping on them. But quite the over there. Jeez, 20-16. Too bad we couldn't bet on it. New York team. God damn it.
God damn it. 2 of them.
I know. But
I always forget that Marist is up in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah.
I always think they're a CT school. And then, because
I can see the confusion. It's up there. Second,
Fairfield, red,
campus.
white.
Mm-hmm.
The names look the same. I'm dyslexic,
Yeah.
All right. The Dogs taking down Loyola.
Wolf.
12-10.
That was a good game.
It was. Again,
sloppy, but we got it done.
They won.
Wasn't what we were looking for at the face-offs.
They won ugly. I've talked about it. They need to just win every game ugly, and they do. It's the only way to do it.
Well, you've heard it here from the Alumni Network. It's been ugly,
Just
but we're
keep
still
it
behind
ugly.
you. Keep it ugly.
Yeah, that's it, man. And then we'll see how good they are this weekend. Or
Army,
excuse
right?
me, this Friday. Yeah, Friday Night Lights. Hosting
Hosting?
Army. Yep. So we'll see. It's either we compete with
Coming
them.
in on tanks.
What's up?
Coming in on tanks.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Since
they're parachuting.
we had that weird spin-off of aircraft carriers and beach lacrosse.
They're parachuting in. But I don't know. I think that's either BU competes with them. Yeah,
Could you imagine being BU and the entire Army team parachuted in like D-Day, I'd be like, yeah, this is an auto L incoming.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. I think it's either Army absolutely blows the doors off the Dogs, or the Dogs compete.
I've always been
interesting.
A supporter.
Yeah.
I think you guys are absolutely getting your doors blown off.
Yeah, could happen.
Love BU.
Very well could happen.
Army is they look great.
Yeah, number 1 team in the country.
They should probably look good. Yes, you're correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Loyola, Loyola's 2-6 right now. So,
which I was super hot on Loyola to start the year, but now they're at a light simmer.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're at.
Yeah.
They're missing some kind of top end talent, it seems like. It's just some guys who can truly win their matchup.
Get Patty Spence back. You
gotta do it for
Golden State.
All right. Albany 19.
Yeah, Albany.
UMass Lowell.
Another set of pups.
UMass Lowell still looking for victory number 1. Albany, this is obviously the game I think we all saw them winning after starting
going down to UVA.
Yeah,
that's
today. Yeah.
Oh, that's a Tuesday.
Well, it would have been yesterday, as folks out there listening.
Oh yeah,
I think they've picked up on it by now.
Yeah,
maybe.
But UMass Lowell, can they get a dub here this year?
Where they get?
What they got left?
UMBC.
I'm going to say maybe Bing.
Yeah. It's going to be tough.
I feel like you can't say UMBC after they just beat Bryant.
Yo, that's facts. And I don't give you a lot of credit. That's facts.
They're struggling offensively.
Thank you very much.
This is
good thing we recorded that because...
Yeah, I need that.
You'll keep that clipped up for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that time you told me I was right? All right, Pizz. Jump on 95.
St. Joe's 15, St. John's 8. St. Joe's, good bounce back here.
Yeah.
Brutal start to the season. 3-3 now.
And now they're rolling a little bit.
Yep, I think
they're going to struggle with Penn, though. Personal opinion.
That was a sick game last year. That was an OT.
It was, right? Yeah, I was trying to think of that.
That was like one of their first games last year, I think.
Interesting.
It was sick.
Yeah, but Levi Anderson's starting to get going. That's. I mean, I don't know. To me, it seems like they kind of go as he goes.
Yeah.
It's, if you can get your...
He's an absolutely huge human being.
Yes.
Yeah.
When we coached against him down at Autumn and Gold, I was just like, dude, this guy is a monster.
Yeah, no, he's...
Would not be a fun cover coming downhill.
Well, he's kind of like your prototypical PLL guy, too, now.
Oh, yeah.
And even the Sixers.
He's like an Asher Nolting almost.
I think he's going to get the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, all right, Quinnipiac, still undefeated, 14. Wagner, 8.
I think
this weekend's the first
L. I think
L
this is the demise. Not the demise, but I think they catch one here. Catch the first L.
They're impressive, man. Quinnipiac's
I'm not knocking them. I just have that feeling. This is going to be the one. Nothing really to back it up.
Ryan Donnery.
Just a gut feeling.
Yeah, just a gut feeling.
Quinnipiac, 14-8.
Are those two brothers?
Yeah, brothers. You read that correctly.
Yeah. Ryan and Dylan.
I had no idea. That's cool.
All right, moving on.
UNC finished out there.
Yeah, their little Long Island, New York
tour.
Vacay, yeah.
Yeah.
12-8 victory over Stony Brook. Stony Brook, another game that they were kind of competing in, and
What's Stony Brook's record? 3-5. Who did they beat?
They beat
Duffy had a day though.
Sacred Heart. They beat Hampton. They beat Dartmouth.
Yeah, but again, the 1-goal loss to Providence.
Oh no, they've been competing in all their
loss
games.
To Air Force.
I'm not knocking Stony Brook at all. I think they have a talented team.
Yeah, but UNC, this is now. I'm circling that Army game. If Army goes down to UNC as the number 1 ranked team, that is a must win for UNC. You need to win that. Build up the resume, have that on the books, go into ACC play, try to get another big-time win.
I get what you're saying. That's where you think for just the mental?
Yeah, mental, I think, for, trying to build your resume, because I don't think they're going to get into the ACC tournament. So if they have any shot of getting into...
That Army win puts them into the tournament selection Sunday.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But that, and again, it's also right before they then go into, an at Virginia, Cuse, at Notre Dame, Duke stretch. So if they can win that game,
it's crazy.
Think about the
they
juice.
Probably, were never looking at Army, this High Point Army little
right.
double up.
Right.
to be like,
right.
Wow, Army's now the number 1 team in the country, and then I'm going to go play UVA, Syracuse, Notre Dame, Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah, I'm good now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I trade that for the Wagner game 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. No, and that's but again, that like I think I touched on it last week too. Like, just I had looked ahead to that game. Again, if they could. They beat Army, and Army's number 1. That's huge. Again, that probably propels them into the top 10.
Yeah.
Then you're riding high going at Virginia. Hopefully, maybe you then could split those two, right? Maybe go 2-2 in ACC play. Now you do get into the tournament.
Helps you out a little bit.
So
yeah, for sure.
So that's a big one for Army, and then Duffy is still just absolutely crushing it. So
he's an absolute dog.
Yeah, I mean he's
when we watched him up in. Where we Placid together?
Holy shit! He took
when that 91 team played their last hurrah together,
and he was just out there chilling, playing in Placid, and I looked over at Pizz and I was like, this kid is unreal.
He was running around with a pole for a little bit. Where, that seems all too natural.
Yeah, I was just like, wow, like this kid's just got natural, God-given lacrosse talent.
Sure, yeah.
Obviously,
UNC's.
I don't want to ever say that he didn't. He's worked extremely hard to get where he is. I never want to take that away from him. But just to see him flow on a field live at Placid in a setting that's not so,
strict,
focused and strict. Yeah, it was cool to watch.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely.
Hopefully, we see him out there this year again.
That 91 team was impressive.
Playing with some open goals and playing with somebody else.
That 91 team was certainly.
They were fun to just watch it Placid just slinging around.
Yeah. All right. Next game, Villanova. A little bit of a shock here.
What did I tell you here?
Villanova 12, Monmouth 11.
I said that spread was way
tight
too
like a
big.
tiger, bro.
That game should have never been a 10-point spread.
Yeah, that is like outrageous. That was 10 goals.
Wild. You could have taken Monmouth plus 10 at plus 110.
Nah.
I swear to you.
Nah.
I'm not kidding. Huh. That's why I said that was like the play of the weekend.
What?
I don't know.
You should have reiterated that Saturday morning, brother.
Yeah, I probably should have.
Jeez.
You got to over-communicate.
Yeah, over-communicate.
Under-assume. Yeah, whatever. You should get that one tatted on your ass.
Sacred Heart.
Team snap? Is that what you just said?
Sacred Heart 14, Manhattan 12.
Dude, it's every week in the middle of the show. I don't get it.
Okay, can you mute that?
I don't know where it's coming from.
Why'd you play it again?
Where were you, sir? I'm sorry.
Sacred Heart Manhattan.
Sacred Heart 14, Manhattan 12. Sacred Heart's been like kind of.
Yeah, they've been slowly stringing wins together.
Yeah.
I think they, honestly, as much as I don't want to say it, they beat VMI this weekend. I've been a fan of VMI, but I think they, did my boy Garrett Mangles get in on the field?
He's still getting some playing time, yeah. No, not in the stat sheet.
I didn't, you mean he's playing D-Midi? I didn't think he was going to.
Yeah. No,
he stung one a couple weeks ago, though.
Garrett's a fire. He's a stud D-Midi.
Stud, dude.
Got all the,
and he's
just a giant,
bro.
Yeah.
He's been spending time in the weight room. That dude got big.
All right. Let's move it on. Hobart doubled up Lemoyne. Yeah. Hobart 20, Lemoyne 9. The next one, Fairfield 12, Hofstra 11.
I thought Fairfield in this one in the office picks.
Yeah, so did I. And I thought Fairfield was going to beat him up a little bit more, honestly.
Honestly, I kind of thought that was going to be feet up, but made me spritz a little bit.
Craziness. Battle of
you behind the glass.
CAA battle in the next one, Towson 16, Drexel 11. Towson continues to roll.
Continues to just get the job done, guys.
The Tigers.
And then this kid, Josh Weber, kind of coming out of nowhere for Towson. He was 5-1. I feel like it's always just been DeMayo.
DeMayo was just finding him, I guess.
Yeah, Weishar.
What was the had Downs do here in the goalie play?
Got so out of hand they even went to the backup.
But yeah.
Get that.
Downs still played a good game though. Not bad.
Not bad.
The greatest, but not the best. Not the worst.
I think they were kind of just probably blowing him out the whole game. All right. Mercer 17, Detroit Mercy 11.
Cool.
And then let's jump to this one. UMBC 13, Bryant 12. Certainly a shock here.
Heartbreaker for the,
and I think
Bryant.
Bryant was up
for the DraftKings
for everything.
I think Bryant
for life.
Bryant. The two teams that absolutely crushed me this past weekend were Bryant and Bellarmine.
I was on the field at the facility.
Yeah.
And this game was on in the lobby. And some dad, like when the UMBC scored the game winner, all I heard from the field was like, holy shit. And I was like, I guess somebody won. And I walked out and I was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
Went the wrong way for
not
me.
What we were looking for.
Not what I was looking for here.
Bryant, Bryant, again, we've talked about Bryant a whole bunch, how we thought they were the favorites in the American East and, yada, yada, yada. And then now they start on one. So that kind of just
right out the window
goes back to everything we've talked about too, which is
any given Sunday
or Saturday, right? So
or Friday
or Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, any day there's a game.
Going right back to it.
But UMBC. I think it was Bryant was up.
What? I didn't watch much of this game at all.
I checked the score and I saw both games. I saw Bryant up by 3 and I saw Bellarmine up by 3 in the 4th. And I'm like, nice. Kid is back on the picks. Okay, rising the leaderboard. Wrong
again, Mr.
Go to practice, come out of practice. Everything went to shit.
You guys were inside or outside this weekend?
What?
Inside or outside this weekend?
We were outside.
You guys close it up over there.
For
when you guys are on the big stadium and I drive by, I can never really see what you guys are doing up there.
What, St. Anne's?
Yeah. But the JV is very vulnerable. If you want to scout St. Anthony's JV, just put a book at the Southampton Library.
The front field, yeah. But impressive for UMBC. I'm certainly interested to see, who can take this.
Actually, now that we just
touched
on Holy Tony's, tip of the hat there, Butters. Hell of a win this weekend.
Knocking off numero uno.
Numero dos. It's all right. We play numero
information.
uno. We play numero uno in a couple weeks. Lawrenceville. That'll be fun.
Right.
Where?
Lawrenceville.
Naturally.
I'm hoping for you and for my own selfish reasons of wanting to watch very good lacrosse.
Yeah, we got a few.
As you guys start to climb these national rankings year in and year out, that people decide, hey, we're going to come to Long Island.
Well, it's not. We don't. Like last year was pretty brutal. We traveled a lot, and we did Maryland trips, which was to do that in a day is pretty brutal. But this year is a lot of neutral sites, which makes it a lot easier.
For sure.
Playing at Rutgers, makes
it easier for you as a coach that has to get paid to be there.
Yeah.
As a fan and a supporter of you.
Yeah, no, I know. I hear you.
There live, not on the tube.
I hear you, man. I hear you. But it was a fun game.
Hats off to Butters.
Certainly a fun game, and I'm excited for high school lacrosse kind of kicking off. Next game is St. John's. We're playing them at Drexel on March 28th.
That'll be sick.
Oh, so you got a little break?
Yeah, a little break, and then Gilman. We were supposed to play Gilman 2 days later, but they canceled on us.
So you have to
before or after the Culver win? Did they cancel?
Before, because apparently one of their best players got hurt. And
do you have to find a new game? How does that work?
Too late now. So they kind of screwed us.
It takes 2 to tango. You want to play?
They kind of screwed us.
Dude, I would pay to see that happen.
Just
between you two in the box. Forget.
It would be classic if we could just go to Manhasset or Garden City.
They don't want the smoke.
I don't think they've ever wanted the smoke.
Wow.
I never played Manhasset.
He said, keep your wood sticks.
I think they played Manhasset once when O'Neill was there.
You like that one?
But that was good.
Manhasset plays Chaminade. They don't play the Friars.
Yo, I saw Chaminade's going down to McDonough.
Yeah. I think Chaminade's going to be very, very good this year.
Really?
Very, very good. Very, very good. Anyways, moving on.
27th, they're going down to McDonough.
Yeah, that should be a good game.
That's
I think they scrimmage Northport the 25th too.
Yeah, they always scrimmage a few.
They're stacking
publics.
up there. Yeah, so they're
last year I know because I went. They scrimmaged 4 of them. They did a play day with Wantagh, a few others. I forget.
Was it Wantagh, Southside,
something like
that?
And they just kind of rotated fields.
That's what we did last night.
Nice, yeah.
Those are the best. At Rocky Point with the upper and lower turf.
Yeah, you guys went into that game with no scrimmages though, right?
No.
You just rip some practices.
Off the couch, coach.
Crazy.
It's it can go 2 ways. You want to have scrimmage, see where you are, go over things.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, it's we came out just crazed animals.
Who's my guy from your team?
Knowing it was the first go.
Right, we were beating the crap out of each other for the last 4 months.
Who's my boy from your team? 5'1".
Kyle Bolello.
He's a 24, right?
Yes, going to Brown.
Yeah,
dude.
He had
probably will be an immediate impact player.
Played out of his melon.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I was looking at first clips.
Engine.
He had some nasty
just all around. He's that kid's ready to rock.
He's got an engine. Doesn't come off the field. So yeah, proud of all the gang. 6-on-6 offense was poor.
Well, boys, if you're tuning in, Homeyer just gave you a hint. Let's get that going.
Right. First game. That's probably also the best defense we'll probably see all year. I mean,
dude, I've said that about Culver's defense for years. Those guys are insane.
Yeah,
that coaching staff's got those. They were firing the doubles.
Yeah, they quick slide you, but then they do a good job of throwing different things at you.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and I mean, they have those two. I think 2 kids going to Duke, 1 kid going to Duke, 2 kids going to Duke.
Two.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, they're a good team, great team. That game's fun, like back-to-back years, a lot of fun. Turned into like a cool rivalry too, which is pretty sick. So yeah, hopefully we keep that game. Game rolling.
Look at that. Liam's off the show. We touch on a little high school ball.
I know, yeah, something we wanted to do. Yeah. All right, moving on. We'll probably get like a text tomorrow. Yeah, like what the fuck was that?
Are you guys kidding me?
Yeah.
My flight's earlier now. I'm coming back. We're recording.
Oh man. All right, moving on. Merrimack 10, Binghamton 9.
The MAC I will say, a little underwhelming.
MAC definitely needed that after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight losses. Definitely needed a dub.
Yeah, a little underwhelming right now. I expect my boy John Savino to go up there and handle business.
There you go. And then, we touched on Bellarmine.
Utah also at a low simmer right now of filling up the net. They came out absolutely firing.
Yeah. I mean, God, just blowing 3 goal leads. Fourth goal. Come on.
He's
Come on, dude. Oh, man. I still like Bellarmine to win this, though. I'm still sticking with the Bellarmine boys. They have so many games left. God, why do I feel like that's so many?
That is a lot.
5, 6, 7. They have 8 games left. Wow.
They're getting active.
Wow. Okay, last game on Saturday that we're going over here. Army 18, Lehigh 12, which I honestly thought was going to be a little closer. I thought Lehigh was going to compete with them a little bit more at home. And that's a little scary because I touched on Army now going to beat you.
Yeah. You should be worried.
Yeah, we'll see. I think that was at Lehigh. Maybe I was wrong.
It was at Army.
It was at Army? Okay.
Home team's on top.
Gotcha.
So, I didn't get to dial in to a ton of lacrosse this weekend, like actually just sit and just watch game after game. But I did get to watch this Cornell-Princeton game right after I watched yours.
Another Pole game-winning goal with
Pole's dream.
Dude.
0.2 seconds.
The game was sick.
I think his quote after the game was pretty good, too.
Schultz and I were firing back like the whole game, back and forth, like the nonstop.
Yeah, I think the kid's quote.
Shouts to Smithtown West alum Jordan Stevens, OC up at Cornell, getting it done.
Yeah.
And Danny Cadigan.
Matt Dooley with the game winner. Quote after the game, I'm shooting this thing. That's great. Love it.
Well, glad you did, pal.
Yeah, no, I mean,
pop the box score up if you don't mind there, sir.
I took Princeton in this game for the picks. That one hurt.
I took Cornell. Thank God.
Actually, I don't know who I took.
Well, CJ Kerr's still quiet of a game.
Yeah, quiet. 9% shooting. Just couldn't find the twine.
Yeah, 11 shots.
Wow.
Really backing me up there, CJ, after I thought you were a deadlock winner for.
And Mackesy, too, kind of had a slow day. So, kind of the two teams is
Tucker Wade, though. Dude, he was on fire.
Yeah. A lot of guys, Cornell filling out the box. But, yep, shout out Matt Dooley. Well done, kid. Well done.
That was sick.
Keep shooting that thing. All right, next, Denver taking care of business against Ohio State. Denver 9, Ohio State 6. That is good for our good friend Liam Brennan's.
Yeah, what does he need?
Win-loss, 7.5. Ohio State is 1, 2, 3.
They've got 5.
5 with 1, 2, 3, 5 games to go.
They're not going to catch one, I don't think, this week against Penn State.
Nope.
Rutgers would be a head scratcher for me if I was Liam. Maryland, I don't like them.
They need 3 wins in 5. I don't think they get there.
Yeah, I don't think they get it either.
I can't find it there. Me?
God damn. Well done, 6.
But God.
Yeah,
that does it for that weekend.
Yeah, that's the weekend.
So that does it, and we will take a quick break. Just a friendly reminder: please like, comment, subscribe. Leave any questions in the comments, things that you guys would like to talk about. But yeah, we will be right back. And welcome back from the break. We're going to talk about the first game, ACC play. Duke going to Syracuse. Who do you think wins?
Duke. Next question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel really confident in that one as a Duke fan, Duke supporter. Even though they're going up to the Dome, they've been there before. They're not worried about their beds. Those boys are going to go out there and handle business.
Yeah, I think Hughes gets it done. Boom. Upset alert.
Is that your attempt to try to get me riled up?
Nope.
Okay.
Just I think Hughes is going to win.
Pistol Pizz?
I'm on Duke. I think.
Okay, 2-1.
I think Duke will only drop that game to Penn this year. I think they win out the rest of the year.
Ooh, I like that. Right. I like that talk.
All right, busy. All right.
BU Army? Going Army.
Yeah.
Shock the world, dogs. Here we go.
Make it all right,
Pat.
Shock
Right
the world,
there.
Shock the world, baby. Shock the world. Yeah, I mean, have any shot there? We really got to make that one ugly. Maybe Army doesn't practice the 10-man clear this week.
I like this Ivy matchup at Yale Cornell.
Look how stressed it made him. Hat sideways.
Now he's disheveled. He's making it ugly.
Yeah, we're making that real ugly.
I like this Ivy matchup, Yale Cornell. I know we touched on it earlier in the show, but I like Cornell here a lot, even though Yale seems dominant.
I think that's just going to be a sick game.
Sick game. I will.
I'm going to go Yale. I think Yale's playing better than
I'm leaning Yale, but I really don't know.
Harvard, Princeton. I think Harvard gets right here.
Yep.
Excuse me, I'm yawning. I know I'm going to get yelled at from behind the glass.
Yeah, it's just rude. We're boring you.
You definitely. Hallmeyer, not at all.
Definitely made somebody at home yawn.
Yeah, definitely. Harvard, Princeton, though, I like Harvard a lot. Princeton was playing great lacrosse against Cornell. I just think Harvard's going to get right here.
Yeah, I like that. I think
we're in agreement? Wow.
I think we're in agreement.
Although I picked Yale. I think Yale wins over Cornell.
Patty League action, Lafayette, Loyola.
I think Lafayette could win that.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
I think Loyola gets right there.
You're just down on the Greyhounds now? They're not doing it for you?
Down on the Greyhounds.
It's not that. It's just like, I don't know. It's not necessarily just being down on Loyola, or more so me just thinking Lafayette's kind of on the up and up.
Which is fair.
It's time to be some new kind of blood in Patriot League, right? Like, Colgate, Lafayette.
They played a respectable game with Army.
Lafayette did. That's what I'm saying. Like, and they had that game a little even tighter before that. So, and they're home again. Yeah, I think they could easily win that. And Lafayette's trying to make a statement. They need in league too. I'm not even talking I wouldn't even care if they beat an out of conference. It's like, okay, great, fantastic, but they need to make a statement in the Patriot League. Start winning games.
Yeah,
would be message number one would be a nice dub over Loyola here. So yeah, I think Lafayette can definitely win that. They'll probably be a home dog too.
That Prov St. Joe's game, I think that's going to be a nice little battle right there.
Yep. Providence, you would think that's probably going to be another home dog too.
Yeah,
against St. Joe's. So, yeah.
Which honestly, I might fall victim to.
Sprinkling a little dough on.
Sprinkling a little chicken on that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could actually sprinkle chicken. I think it'd be more of a drop. But
all right, next game, Maryland going to Michigan.
Maryland going to Michigan.
Does Michigan have any sort of, light the fire, get the season going? Yeah, I don't think so.
I think there's still bad blood there from last year.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
Big
that.
Ten
No, that was
against
game. What was the glove debacle?
Ohio State.
That was Ohio State one, right.
But this was what's his name? Walked off the field. Yeah,
didn't shake Connery's hand.
So
that was very freaking weird.
I think this is like a game Michigan walks into. He's like,
Millman, dog.
Tillman, you mean?
Tillman. Millman's
that's
Hopkins. I'm dyslexic. It's all good.
Too many L's.
I'll give you that one. That one kind of
just a little the other one I just went, that was a cop-out. Made the people at home feel bad. That one I actually messed up in my brain.
Oh, man.
You skipped over it because I know we've been trying to get through some of these games because we touched on a lot of stuff. But a game that I am interested in for sure is that Albany-Vermont game. I think that's going to be a sick war.
Yeah. Albany at home.
Yeah.
Little American East matchup.
American, yeah, for sure. Little in-conference play. I think that's going to be a nice battle.
No,
a fun one to watch.
Sure. You're right, for sure.
I
think Maryland rolls.
I mean, these next couple games, UVA pumps Drexel. I think North Carolina destroys High Point. I really like LIU against Siena.
Mm-hmm.
This Bryant UMass Lowell game, I don't think UMass Lowell gets right here and gets their first dub.
I don't.
But
No.
Kind of have a weird feeling they keep it tight because I think Brian's a little suspect.
No, I think Brian blows the doors off him.
I think Brian just blowing that last game, coming in absolutely.
All right, let's touch on the gauntlet of a Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday, lock in. Put your seatbelt on, people.
Yeah, so we have Duke,
Denver
at home.
I'm biasly going to go Duke, but like if I'm sitting there Sunday afternoon and they lost, I wouldn't be scratching my head as to why.
Denver play midweek? No,
that's their game.
Duke does.
And on the road too.
I kind of like Denver here, maybe.
I'm biasly going.
Although that's me now picking against Duke twice because I just picked Cuse to beat them as well. So if Cuse beats Duke,
good luck.
Yeah.
If Cuse beats Duke, Duke beats Denver. If Duke beats Cuse, I think Denver beats Duke. That's what we're going with.
That's you might want to put
I think
that
Duke's
as
going 1-1
1-1
this week. That's you
should put that in as a win reverse on DraftKings.
Okay.
I'll show you later.
I'll teach you when I'm older. When you're older.
Yeah, nice one, dude. So I was already all over that.
When I'm more mature and I can handle it.
Yeah. We are for the next one. Yeah. We are Penn State.
Yeah, I think Penn State handles that one, and I think Hopkins handles Rutgers.
Yep.
I think Hopkins is just going to play.
Angry.
I mean,
pissed. Sold it in the last one.
Yeah.
Against Navy, the midshipmen. Yeah. I think they come back here and absolutely. Like
I say, I'll give Big Ten play hot. Just
we are still here.
That was a fluke. Sorry.
16.
We were rattled about the bus too. We have friends over there.
16-10 Hopkins. That's my prediction.
16-10. I'm gonna go 18-9.
You guys are going high. I'm going 11-8.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, yes.
What makes you
right?
Just gut. This is your gut's been making all show. I don't want to trust anything that's coming out.
All right, and that will do it for us. So once again, please give us a like, a comment, a subscribe on YouTube. Let us know anything that you guys want us to talk about. Hit us up with the Q&As. And
the questions would be great. Yeah. I would love some questions.
Yeah, we'll get there.
And then lacrosse, whatever you guys want to know.
Be on the lookout for another interview coming from Blatant Lacrosse with a college coach.
And I think I'm working on a guest.
Okay, look at that. Working on a guest.
Little Tuesday guest.
People. Ooh, a Tuesday. Not a Thursday.
Not a Thursday guest. We all know who our Thursday guest would be. Thinking a Tuesday guest.
Well, stick around to find out, folks.
Look at us. Much love.
Look at us.